Monday night.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger offense readying for their first possession, and it's Justin Herbert at the helm in his second season now out of Oregon.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he's able to get the to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And that's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 22. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way. Chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? He used to be to take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 15 carries, 58 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Going on the ground with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Here's Herbert. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early in that that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets him off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Carr now to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. On the give, this is Eckler. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 92 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. Throwing now is Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by... Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now it's the backup, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Herbert on 1st down now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
No gain there as he counted himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
One of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Fights through and now a crease. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Chargers. Isaiah McKenzie. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure, and here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try to mount a comeback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action. Mariota. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and take. Just outside the 40-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So that challenge, a successful one.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie, Divine Diablo.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. The final shot here before half for Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Big play there by the interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it is 28-0. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half, so where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Play action now. Mariota.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they pitch to Jacobs. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Once more, here's Eckler. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He finds his target, Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers open the lead up to 34-0.
This offense, they were dynamic in the 1st half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the 1st half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
So out come the Raiders. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And right about now, you start. And maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen
for us in this game?
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. See how they attack him here. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, throwing his car on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll buy some time right. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for two here. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. And the option play works on the two-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it. And
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Max Crosby able to record his fifth sack of the season. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On second down, Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Third and long, it's Herbert. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 52 yards. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 40 now on second down. Carr escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he's got his big tight end here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offense has spent a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaimed center stage. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Now room for Eckler. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A handoff. It's Eckler. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On the option right, Herbert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And Cook has it, left side.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And a loose football, and the Raiders pick it up, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Las Vegas.
On play action. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. And here he's got Grant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. Flush to his right. Caught out right by Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now play number 7 of this drive, and it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Gain of only a yard. It's fourth down. Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Forced out to his left. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on second down. Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game. So every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So, for the Chargers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2.